Doctor warns, after 75, 99% of deaths happen for these 5 reasons. How to avoid them and stay healthy. Have you ever looked around and noticed how some people seem to stay sharp, strong, and full of life well into their 80s or even 90s, while others seem to fade far too early? You might wonder, what's the difference? Is it just luck? Good genes? Or is there something else going on? Something we can control? The truth is, doctors have seen it time and time again. After the age of 75, almost all deaths come down to just a few core reasons. Not 100 different things, not even 10, just 5. And here's the most important part. Most of these can actually be prevented or delayed if you take the right steps. Now I know this might sound a little scary, maybe even overwhelming, but stay with me, because today we're not just talking about risk. We're talking about real solutions. Things you can start doing right now to stay independent, feel good in your body, and keep living the life you love. Whether you're 75, 80, or even 90, this video is for you, because it's never too late to make a change that matters. So let's get into it. No fluff, no scare tactics. Just simple, powerful ways to protect your health and keep enjoying every day you're given. Let's start with one of the biggest culprits behind health decline as we age: heart disease. Now, you've probably heard that heart disease is the #1 killer in the world, especially for seniors. But here's what most people don't realize. It doesn't usually happen overnight. It builds up slowly. Years of small choices, what we eat, how we move, even how we handle stress. Those choices either protect our heart or chip away at it. So what can you do to avoid becoming part of that statistic? Here's something simple but powerful: walk after meals. Just a short 10 to 15-minute walk after eating can help your body manage blood sugar and cholesterol more effectively. It helps your heart stay strong and keeps those arteries clear. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need to jog. Just lace up your shoes, open the door, and move your body a little bit after eating. Even walking around your house or your garden helps. And speaking of meals, here's another tip. Add healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, and walnuts into your diet. These help raise the good cholesterol and lower the bad. They also fight inflammation, which is like rust inside your body. Inflammation is one of the hidden causes behind so many health problems, especially heart disease. Now, let's talk about something that doesn't get nearly enough attention: falling. I know, it doesn't sound that serious, right? A little stumble, a slip in the bathroom. But here's the thing. After 75, a fall can change your life in a second. A broken hip, a fractured wrist, a head injury, and suddenly everything becomes harder. You can't move like you used to. You lose confidence. And that independence you fought so hard to keep, it starts slipping away. But here's the good news. Most falls are preventable. One of the best things you can do? Practice balance. I'm not talking about standing on one leg like a circus act. Just simple things, like standing up from a chair without using your hands, walking in a straight line heel to toe. Even brushing your teeth while standing on one leg for 10 seconds can help retrain your body to stay steady. And don't forget your feet. I know, they're easy to overlook. But keeping your toenails trimmed, wearing sturdy shoes with grip, and treating foot pain right away can make a huge difference. Because the minute your balance feels off, your brain starts saying, don't move, don't risk it. And that fear of falling can lead to sitting more, walking less, and losing strength faster. Let's not let that happen. Now we've talked about the heart. We've talked about falling. The third silent danger is one that creeps in slowly and often goes unnoticed until it's too late. Chronic respiratory issues like COPD or pneumonia. Now, maybe you've never smoked a day in your life. Or maybe you quit years ago. That's great. Really it is. But did you know that even air pollution, a lack of fresh air, and shallow breathing can weaken your lungs over time? That's why lung health isn't just for smokers. It's something all of us need to pay attention to. Here's a small daily habit that helps more than you'd think. Deep breathing exercises. Just 3 to 5 minutes a day. Breathe in deeply through your nose. Feel your belly rise, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. This strengthens your diaphragm, opens up your lungs, and helps clear out stale air that can sit in your lungs and lead to infections. You can even try pursed lip breathing, where you breathe in through your nose and out through lips that are gently pursed, like you're blowing out a candle. It helps keep your airways open longer and gets more oxygen into your system. And trust me, your brain, your muscles, and your mood all feel better with more oxygen. All right, we've already covered some big ones: heart health, fall prevention, and lung strength. And each of these areas isn't just about preventing death. They're about feeling alive every single day. Because when your heart is strong, you have energy. When your balance is solid, you feel confident. And when your lungs are working well, every breath feels easier. Let's keep going, because there's more you can do to protect yourself and stay well long into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Now that we've talked about the heart, the risk of falling, and how vital your lungs are, let's look at something just as important, but a little sneakier. It doesn't hit you like a sudden illness, and most people don't even see it coming until it's already taking a toll. I'm talking about muscle loss, or what doctors call sarcopenia. It starts slow. Maybe you notice it's harder to get out of bed. Carrying groceries feels heavier. Stairs leave you winded. And maybe you chalk it up to just getting older, but it's more than that. Muscle loss after 75 can speed up fast, and when it does, it puts nearly every part of your health at risk. Less muscle means weaker bones. It means slower movements. It means your metabolism drops, your balance worsens, and your energy fades. And when that happens, people start sitting more, doing less, and feeling older than they really are. But here's what's encouraging: you can build muscle at any age. I mean it. Whether you're 65, 75, or 95, your body wants to stay strong. You just have to give a reason. Start with simple movements. No need for heavy weights or fancy equipment. Just get used to using your body more often. Try standing up from a chair and sitting down again 5 times in a row without using your hands. That one little move works your legs, your core, your posture, and it builds a kind of strength that keeps you living independently. Another great one: push against the wall. Stand a few feet away and press your hands against it like you're doing a push-up. It might sound too simple to matter, but it's excellent for your arms, chest, and shoulders, especially if you haven't exercised in a while. And don't forget protein. As you get older, your body actually needs more of it to maintain muscle. Foods like eggs, yogurt, beans, chicken, or even a scoop of protein powder in a smoothie can do wonders. You don't have to eat like a bodybuilder. You just have to make sure your muscles are getting what they need to stick around. Now, let's switch gears and talk about something a little less physical, but every bit as serious: cognitive decline, memory loss, confusion, even dementia. It doesn't hit everyone the same way, but affects enough people over 75 that doctors see it as one of the biggest threats to health and independence. And here's the scary part: the earliest signs often show up in tiny ways. Misplacing your glasses, repeating a story, forgetting a familiar word, and most people brush it off until it starts snowballing. But there's hope, because your brain is like a muscle. It can stay sharp if you keep using it the right way. One thing I always recommend is doing something new every single day. That could mean reading a new article, learning a word in another language, even brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand. New challenges force your brain to fire in fresh ways. Also, never underestimate the power of connection. Isolation is one of the biggest accelerators of cognitive decline. So call a friend, join a book club, talk to the cashier at the grocery store. Every time you engage in conversation, you're exercising your memory, your language, and your emotional intelligence. And here's something you might not expect: hydration matters. Your brain is made up of nearly 75% water, and even mild dehydration can mess with your mood, focus, and memory. So if you're feeling foggy, before you panic, drink a glass of water. Give your brain what it needs to function. Oh, and please don't be afraid of technology. It doesn't matter if you're not tech savvy. You don't need to be a computer expert. Even playing a game on your tablet or learning how to video call your grandkids can light up parts of your brain that haven't been used in years. Now you might be thinking, okay, I get it. Heart, lungs, muscles, brain. I've got a lot to think about here. And yes, it's a lot. But here's the thing: these areas are all connected. Take care of one, and you help the others. Let one slide, and the rest start to suffer too. That brings us to one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked threats facing people over 75. Inflammation and chronic disease buildup, especially from conditions like diabetes. Now, I'm not just talking about blood sugar levels. I'm talking about how unchecked inflammation from diabetes or even borderline high sugar can wear down your heart, your nerves, your kidneys, your vision, sometimes all at once. It's like having a low fire burning inside your body all the time. You might not feel it at first, but it's damaging you slowly. The trick is to keep that fire under control. And the best tool you have? Your plate. Focus on foods that cool inflammation down instead of feeding it. Leafy greens, berries, salmon, olive oil. These are all foods that help your body fight back. At the same time, try to cut back on the real troublemakers. White bread, sugary drinks, processed meats, and anything fried. These don't just affect your waistline. They affect your immune system, your energy, and even your mood. And listen, if checking your blood sugar feels like a chore, think of it this way. It's like checking the oil in your car. You don't do it because it's fun. You do it because it keeps the engine running right. All these small habits, what you eat, how you move, who you connect with, how you breathe, they all add up. They're the difference between living with fear and living with freedom. Let's keep that momentum going, because there's one final point that ties everything together, and it's one you might not expect. So far, we've talked about some major health threats: heart disease, falling lung decline, muscle loss, and chronic conditions like diabetes, and how each one can quietly chip away at your strength and independence. But there's one more area that ties all of them together, and in many ways, it can be the make or break factor in how you age, and that's your emotional health. Now I know people don't always take this part seriously. You don't go to the ER for loneliness. You can't get a prescription for sadness. But here's the truth. Emotional well-being directly affects your physical health, more than most people realize. If you've ever felt like you just don't have the motivation to get up and move, if you've lost interest in things that used to bring you joy, if the days feel longer and quieter than they used to, you're not alone. And you're not broken. This is more common than you might think. But here's the good news. Just like we take care of our heart or our muscles, we can take care of our emotional health. We just have to stop ignoring it and start treating it as a priority. One of the most powerful things you can do is find purpose again. It doesn't have to be something big. You don't need to start a business or write a novel. Sometimes it's as simple as watering your plants, calling a friend, teaching a grandchild how to cook something from your past, giving someone your time, your ear, or your wisdom. Those small moments, that's where purpose lives. Because when you have a reason to get up, when you know you matter, your entire body responds. Your immune system strengthens. Your energy lifts. Your sleep gets better. And your days feel fuller, not just longer. Another thing to look out for is resentment and regret. Now that might sound a little heavy, but hear me out. As we get older, it's easy to look back and think about what we didn't do, who we lost, what we wish we'd said or hadn't said. These feelings can quietly weigh us down. They keep us stuck, and they steal joy from today. But you can let go of that weight. And you don't need permission from anyone else to do it. You just need to give yourself the grace to say, that was then, this is now. You deserve peace. You deserve joy. You deserve to wake up and not feel pulled backward by the past. And sometimes that peace comes from forgiveness, not for the other person, for you, so you can breathe again, so you can move forward. If you're struggling with this, talk to someone, a trusted friend, a spiritual advisor, a counselor. There's no weakness in reaching out. There's strength in being honest with yourself. And don't forget the basics. Sunshine, laughter, music. These aren't just nice to have. They are essential. They lift your spirit, lower your blood pressure, boost your immunity, and they even support your memory. Play the songs you loved when you were younger. Watch that comedy show that always made you laugh. Sit outside and feel the sun on your skin for just 10 minutes. You don't need a big budget or a special plan. Just moments of joy sprinkled into your day. Now, As we bring everything together, I want you to hear this loud and clear. Your health is not just about avoiding death. It's about living fully. You are not too old. It is not too late. And your body is not too far gone. Whether you're 75, 85, or beyond, there are still things you can do to protect your health, lift your energy, and enjoy your days. Maybe it starts with a walk after lunch. Maybe it's brushing your teeth while standing on one foot. Maybe it's switching to olive oil. Maybe it's calling someone you love just to say hello. Maybe it's turning off the TV and reading something that makes your brain stretch a little. You don't need to do everything all at once. Just start with one small thing and keep going from there. Because the truth is, you're in control of so much more than you've been told. These 5 reasons so many people die after 75, they're real, but they're not unbeatable. Not if you're willing to take small, steady steps to take care of yourself. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you do to stay healthy, sharp, or positive each day? Share it in the comments. You might inspire someone else without even realizing it. And if this video helped you, go ahead and give a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people who need this message. And hey, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We've got more practical, honest, uplifting health advice coming your way every week. You deserve to live well, to feel strong, to be respected, to laugh, to move, and to be alive in every sense of the word. So here's to living your best life at any age. We'll see you in the next video. Before we wrap up today, I want to leave you with something a little more personal. Because maybe right now, you're sitting in your favorite chair, listening to this with a part of you that's hopeful, but another part that's tired. Tired of hearing bad news. Tired of feeling like you're behind, or that your best years are gone. Maybe you tried to make changes before, and it didn't stick. Or maybe you've been told over and over again what you can't do anymore. I want to flip that script for you, right here, right now. Let's talk about what you can do. You can wake up tomorrow with a new mindset. You can choose to move your body gently, with kindness. You can sit down to a meal and make one better choice. You can smile more, laugh more, let go of a little more weight you weren't meant to carry, physical, emotional, or otherwise, because aging isn't a disease. It's a journey. And if you treat it with care, curiosity, and a little bit of courage, it can be the most empowering chapter of your life. You see, the goal isn't to chase youth. It's to honor where you are right now and still keep growing. You still have time to surprise yourself, to get stronger, to feel better, to teach, to love, to give, and to learn something new. You are not done yet. And if you're watching this thinking, I don't know where to start, then just start here with you and this moment. Here's a little challenge. When this video ends, I want you to do something good for yourself. Maybe that means walking to the end of the driveway, or filling up a water bottle, or calling someone who makes you laugh. Maybe you write down 3 things you're grateful for, right now, today. Whatever it is, make it something that tells your body and your mind, hey, I still care, I'm still here, and I'm not giving up. That small action may not seem like much, but it's how the change begins. And hey, this community, right here, is full of people just like you, people who want to feel better, live longer, and stay independent as long as possible. So talk to each other. Support one another in the comments. You never know who you might encourage. Let's turn this space into more than just a channel. Let's make it a community where experience is honored, health is possible, and joy is shared. So here's what I'll ask before you go. If something we talk about today made you nod your head, smile, or feel hopeful, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps get this message out to more people who need it. And if you're not subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. We've got more content coming that's all about living better, not just longer. We're talking memory tips, energy boosters, emotional strength, and real, down-to-earth advice for people who've lived enough to know what matters most. And if you have questions, ideas, or topics you wanted to cover next, drop them in the comments. I read them, and they help shape everything we do here. So thank you, truly, for being here, for showing up, and for choosing to invest in yourself. This world needs your wisdom. It needs your heart. And you're not just getting older. You're growing richer in experience, insight, and strength. So go out there and live the rest of this life like the gift it is. Here's to strength, to health, to laughter, and to living your very best life at any age. Take care of yourself. You're worth it.